there, it's another early morning. I'm getting ready to go take my first backpacking trip in about a month. I am all packed up, weighing in at about 25.5 pounds, and that's including 2 liters of water. So Nikon and I are going to go meet a couple of new friends from a hiking group, and we are going to go from Woody up to Neel. We're going to stop and spend the night at Woods Hole and do Blood Mountain tomorrow. So it should be kind of a short hike, about 7 miles today and 3 tomorrow. Some good terrain to go through, but it'll be a good warm-up to get me back into the groove of things before I go and start my hike in a couple months. So I'm looking forward to it. Should be a nice time, great chance to meet some new friends, and if I'm really lucky, I will get to camp early enough to be able to shoot some video of me setting up my tent and setting up my camp, which some people had asked about. So I hope I'll be able to bring that to you, and if not, I'll make sure I do it another time. We are hiking up from Woody towards Preacher Gap. It's raining a little bit. Sorry the video is so bumpy. I just love rocks, so I'm like, take pictures of rocks.
Yeah, so pretty.
Say hi, Ashley.
Hi.
And Michelle's hiding. Hi, Michelle.
Oh, sorry.
All right, we're heading that way. Here comes Slowpoke.
I'm good. If I sit, then I won't get back up.
Yeah.
Is that Nikon crawling up the trail? Come join us.
Tie my shoe.
Sure you did.
Tie your shoe.
Tie my shoe. Tie it to the lady.
Yep. This is Preacher Rock. Which has a great view on a beautiful day, but not so much today. Okay, we've gone about 2.5 miles right after we left Preacher Rock. We got some pretty good rain, so it's stopped raining, but we're really hiking through the clouds. It's very pretty. Did get a little bit wet, but stopped and put on our rain gear, and I didn't put on my rain pants, but feeling pretty good.
They're protein bites, but we call them cookie bites.
Puppy. Are you friends with the older dog? No? I think no, but I'll chase her. We're in a pretty steady drizzle uphill. I don't know, it's not terrible, but it's not awesome either. So the rain is coming down harder now. The marmot jacket, my precip, is actually working out pretty well. I'm staying pretty dry, but one thing I should have done this morning when we were up at Preacher Rock when we changed is to actually take off my little rain skirt. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of, sorry, bad angle, but it's down, and it's gotten a little damp. It dried out pretty good midday when we were out for lunch, but now that the rain's coming down harder, it's getting wetter. So we're only, I think, about 1.5 miles from the Woods Hole shelter, which is where we're staying tonight. So I'll look forward to having some time to get dried out and hopefully be able to shoot a video of me setting up my tent if the rain stops. I don't know. We'll see how it goes because I don't want to ruin my phone, but we'll see. So you can see we're hiking through pea soup. If you've heard the expression embrace the suck, this would be it, except that it's not freezing cold. Thankfully it's in the, don't know the exact temp, but I would guess somewhere between 48, 52. Something like that, so it's not as awful as it could be. In a way, I'm actually kind of enjoying it because I needed the experience in the rain, so it's good. We stayed last night at the Woods Hole shelter, which you can see behind me. We ended up with 6 people crammed into the shelter, and unfortunately I couldn't do my my tent set up because it started really pouring on us before we got to camp. So we decided as a group, the 4 girls, that it would be best for us to go ahead and stay in the shelter together. And then there was another father-daughter or father-son team that was there, and then also 4 guys that were out for a hike. So kind of crowded for a January day, but thankfully we had pretty good weather and stayed dry. A lot of condensation on the sleeping bags, and so everything is kind of wet and damp this morning, but thankfully we've only got 3 miles to go over Blood Mountain, so it should be a nice hike. It's not really cold, as I said yesterday. It's I would say high 40s, and so I'm gonna shed a layer before I go so I don't get hot while I'm hiking. And looking forward to seeing Blood Mountain again. It was a beautiful day when I was there before. I think you guys saw that in one of my previous videos, and today probably no views at all, but we're gonna try to get up and over and back to Neel before the rain really comes again. It should be kind of light for the next hour or so, and then get really heavy. So we're gonna pack up and head out. So this is a bear box if you haven't seen one. They have them at all the shelters in Georgia, thanks to the Georgia Appalachian Trail Club. And this one's unlocked, but basically you put your food in there. It's got a double lock. You turn this and clamp it with this. And then the bears can't figure out how to get in. So great convenience for hikers, but at the same time you do need to know how to hang a bear bag. So make sure you've got that skill before you head out on the trail, because it's not so much fun to develop it in a pinch, especially at night. We just started heading up Blood Mountain. We got a long ways to go, about 3/4 of a mile uphill, but this section with the stairs is really, really pretty. I have to say, some people might not like gray, cloudy days, but I just think the forest on a misty day is one of the most beautiful things ever. So I am really enjoying this hike, even though we've spread out and I'm pretty much alone. I've got Michelle bringing up the rear. She's having a little trouble with her poles and her pack, but it's her first time out backpacking, so we all know that it gets easier the more you do it. So she's being a trooper, and we're gonna keep on hiking up Blood Mountain. No views today, but I'll show you the view when I get up there so you can get an idea what it's like on a not so sunny day. All right, we just made it to the top of Blood Mountain where the shelter is. Well, you can't see a whole lot. I'm probably not even 100 yards away from the shelter, and you can barely see it there in the mist. Here we up on Blood Mountain, you can see there's no view at all today, but we've got a
Toward the white blaze. I want the white blaze too.
tenacious group of hikers here. Y'all say hi.
Hi!
Yay! And we're heading down.